Morning, folks. I didn't do one yesterday. I was otherwise engaged. I'm going to do a knife painting on this bit of canvas paper. I couldn't get any larger size. This is an A4. I don't know what's bigger, A2 or A5, but I want to get oil painting paper. So 20 by 18, that's the size I want really. You know, a great big block. But this is nearly run out. Probably got about 4 or 5 pages left in there. That's a really good quality canvas paper. What else have I got? I've got acrylic paper, that's no good. No, that's about it really. I've sort of run out of a lot of paper and paints and stuff that a friend gave me when she decided she wanted to paint to write a book instead of paint a picture. I've still got a lot of the stuff left, but so the paper, like the canvas paper was very good. This is a cheapo. This is, well, it wasn't cheap really, but it's a Winsor & Newton paper. It's very, very thin, and when I take the tape off, it tears the paper, so I have to be a bit careful with that. Anyway, I'm going to do another knife painting, sort of a sea picture. I'm not going to draw anything. I'm just going to paint now. So here we go. So I've got a couple of knives and a palette, painting knife. I'm going to use that one to rough in the sky. Now I don't really want to do a blue sky. Oh, it's a lovely day now. The weather is finally improving. So if I just get a bit of Payne's grey and I keep the knife clean, get a bunch of white, bang that in. Let's see what we can come up with. A touch of red in there, I think. Don't want a dark sky, but I want to just get a nice grey mix, and then we can add some texture to it. Okay, so I need a lot more paint and mixed up for this. So I'm only using cadmium red, ultramarine, cadmium yellow cadmium yellow pale and yellow ochre. The black or the Payne's grey I'm not counting as a colour. I've got to mix up more. Just plaster. You can use a brush for the initial laying. The great, well, there are several really great knife painters. One was my favourite is Catherine Williams, Sir Catherine Williams, who was a Welsh painter, lived on Anglesey. And he painted very broadly. Have a look on Google at his gallery. I think he died in 2004, 2000, I don't know, around about that time. Wonderful knife painter. There's Richard Musgrave, who's an Australian outback painter, who's got a lovely studio on wheels. He's got a wagon that he converts into a studio. Absolutely brilliant. Just drives it out, opens up the back, and gets out. He does work very large, but then he's painting the outback, and that is limitless. Right, I'm going to just get some sort of slabby stuff in here. I only want some simple colours. Went to an exhibition yesterday of my old art group that I've belonged to for many years. Where Fred Gillespie was the exhibition secretary for some time. He died a couple of years ago. Lovely guy, brilliant watercolour painter, great friend. Oh, I just try to get some sort of, I'm not after realism, but something that is pleasing, rather than, I'm picking up some rogue colour there. Oh, God, it makes your hands ache. Well, it does when you're working as fast as I am. I've got chores to do. I've got beer to siphon off for my next brew. I like making homemade beer. I don't like bottling it, but it's so simple to make. And years ago, when I first started beer making from kits, and there's tins, cans of malt, it wasn't very good. But over the years since, it's picked up, and it wins awards now. Some of the lovely beers, and I don't do it because it's cheap. I do it because it's a good hobby. It's nice to offer a friend a nice pint of stout or traditional ale. Right, let's just see if we can just. Right, okay, that's a bit busy, but let's clean the knife. Right, now we're going to put in a bit of rocky stuff. That's rocky stuff. Let's get a bit of that Payne's grey, bit of blue, bit of red. That's a lovely colour. So I'm only using 1, 2, 3, 4 colours. Let's get C round there. Catherine Willard painted very simply, but it's not simple. He was a master of the art of knife painting. Now I'm going to put out a bit more Payne's grey, I think. I'll get very low on my Payne's grey, folks, so if anybody wants to donate a big tube of it, I'd be gratefully received. This was originally a 200ml tube of Dale Rowney Payne's grey. I'm just mixing up this bit of yellow ochre in there as well. We're getting a bit more yellow in here, just make it a little bit different. Right, that's about as far as we need to go over. I'm going to change the knife now to my favourite knife, which is that one. These are the, Winsor & Newton knives I've had for years. They are quite durable, so let's get a bit of green. But this is sort of a Catherine Williams colour. I'm going to use a limited palette. A bit of white just to get some cliffs. Right, want a bit of nice foliage on top, so I just mix my 3 primaries. And we'll put some of that in. There's a bit more dark in there. Right, okay, that's a start. We'll come out of that. I'm painting up to the sky. I shouldn't be doing that. I should have gone down a bit further, but then I'm making this up as I go. So what I'm doing here is blending the sea, I think. Right, clean my knife. Right, let's mix a bit of grey for the sea. The blue. This, I need to change my ball, don't I? It's going to get a little bit used. Get that down there. We can texture a bit of that. When I say texture, I mean create an illusion of you've done something, like you've painted all the leaves of a tree. when you haven't. You've used like a brush or something, and just randomly textured by stipple. You don't have to spend a lot of time on these. They're very rewarding. We can look. I'm texturing. I'm just trying to make it interesting. There we go. So nice, a bit of lighter colour. Now we want a bit of reflection. Oh, we're going to just have a bit of crashing. I'll put a bit of reflection of I could do a little bit there on that headland. Now we want probably some dark rocks, so let's mix some dark rocks. These do take a bit of time to dry, so just put them away somewhere in the open. I need a bit more dark, really. A bit of red, a bit of ochre. Bit of okay. I need to just highlight that a bit more. Right, now let's just put a bit of texture around the rocky bits. Well, there we are. A very simple demo. Whoops, it's just pulled over there. I would put a mat over that. Oh, that's a bit too small. What's this one like? Or indeed, come on. That's not really. Well, I'll bung it on. So there we are. We've got a very, very loosely done painting. Nice and rough in here. I might just, I'll do a little bit more on that, I think. This is where the fiddling starts. Right, okay, that's lovely. Just wanted to put a bit of interest in there. So there we are. Would you put that on your wall? So I've made the sea the same colour as the sky, but very limited palette. But look what you can do with just a few colours. Three primaries, yellow ochre, well that's the fourth colour, and Payne's grey. Very simple, a bit messy, but I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.